Keep on moving. Don't stop at the hands of time. Clock, find your own way to stay. The time will come one day. Why do people choose to live their lives this way? Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Hey, 11:22 on the clock. Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Keep on moving. It's our time today. The rhythm. Hey, I just felt that song. Look, keep on moving, don't stop. Keep on moving, move forward. Don't stop. Don't stop. I'm not sure that's an old school song. And I remember that thing used to come on the radio as a child. Be like, keep on moving. Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Keep on moving. Google that. Keep on moving. It had to be like an 80s song. Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Keep on moving. All right. You might have to walk alone. You might gotta do it alone. You might have to figure it out alone. You might have to whatever. Right? You have to keep on moving. You understand? Keep going forward. God is a God of moving forward. God is a God of forwardness. All right. Holy Spirit, I thank you for this moment, space, and time. And I thank you for you. I thank you for your will. I thank you for this Motivation Monday, a different one. Hello. I thank you for this word because I said, I need you to tell me something in the name of the Lord. And I thank you, Holy Spirit, for you. Right now, Romans chapter 6, verse 12. Let me give you that word. Let's see what that says. Romans chapter 6, verse 12 says, therefore, do not let sin reign in your mortal body. That's for somebody. Therefore, do not let sin reign in your mortal body so that you obey its evil desires. So don't let sin, don't let foolishness, don't let your mistakes, don't let Debbie Downer, don't let what your people said, your mama said, don't let your mistake, don't let what your child's father did, your child's mother did, your mama, the grandma. Don't let what they did, don't let that evilness get in your system because you're going to do everything that evilness wants you to do. Do not offer any part of yourself to sin as an instrument of wickedness, but rather offer yourselves to God as those who have been brought from death to life, and offer every part of yourself to him as an instrument of righteousness. I want you to ponder that. Romans chapter 6, verse 12 and 13. I want you to ponder that. I would say that's like an introduction right now on this Motivational Monday. Give no part. Don't let no sin reign in your mortal body. Because that right there lets us know what? Spirits being people, spirits reigning people. You're not fighting the person. You're fighting that spirit. You're fighting that sin. And you shouldn't be fighting it. But sometimes it make you just like, right? So thank you, Holy Spirit, for that. For this Motivational Monday, teach the children. It's about to be back to school. For some, next week. For some, the end of the month. For some, they already went back. So teach the children. I have like 7 things or 7 topics you can take with the Lord. Or you can research to teach your children. In the Bible, it says somewhere in Ephesians, train the child in the way they should go. For when they're old, they will not depart from it. Now, in reality, you train that child, it will not depart from it. It will always come to its senses to know, hey, I'm not sure why I found myself here, but I don't belong here, right? Because I wasn't taught this. It's so important to teach the children, to train the children in the way they should go. All right. And if you're not sure how to do that, because some didn't have the great parents or the grandparents or the system of someone to help them. So Jeremiah 33 says, call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. So God said call unto him. And that's simply prayer. That's simply praying to God. That's simply reaching out to God. That's just simply asking him, hey, how you doing? With a sincere heart. Not just looking like God is a genie or looking to get some answers real quick. And it's going to require you to do some work, okay? It's going to require you to do some work. Wherever that might be, you might gotta stop smoking if you smoke. You probably gotta let that boyfriend go that you over there with. It's something. I'm not sure, but God will let you know. God will let you know. So I have 7, but I had to go back because I said, I can't start with number 1. So 0 would be prayer and talking to God. Teach the children, train the child in the way they should go with prayer and talking to God. Teach them how to pray, how to talk to God, because parents, grandparents, guardians, you will not always be there. They're going to need God, right? They're going to need an actual source. For some, those that are definitely in sports, they'll go hit the gym, they go do sports and all that. And that's good. That's for their natural body. It helps them. It gets them going, gets them motivated. However, but what about their spiritual self? Because just what we just read in Romans, it said, don't let no sin get in your mortal body. Because then it's going to get in your spirit, and then it's going to be doing all kind of things. So teach the child to pray and teach the child how to talk to God. And if you're not sure of none of these things, then you need to research these things. You need to pray to God for yourself and then implement them into your child's life. If you haven't watched this movie, it's an old movie, War Room, WARROOM. Watch War Room. Watch that movie, and it will show you and tell you a lot of things that you might be dealing with, that you might have dealt with, and it will bring a lot of clarity to your life and how to do it. That's the best thing I can say. Watch War Room. Okay? So 0, prayer and talking to God. Number 1, teach the child and train the child to have boundaries. Boundaries. Again, all these things, research these things. It teaches the child to have a line of where they will go and what they will not let anyone go. And, for instance, they might say, like an adult, or we talk about the child, right? So they say, nobody touch me. Don't let nobody just roll up on you and touch you, right? As an adult, you might don't let nobody just roll up to your house and come unannounced. Like, you just don't want nobody coming knocking on your door. You're not expecting them. They just think they can come and bang on your door. And even if it's not your door, you're temporary at that door for right now, or that place. So they don't have the right to do that. So you tell me, hey, text me, call me, email me, okay? Let me know when you coming. Like, don't just do that, right? So that's a boundary. Teach them to have boundaries because it's going to help them. It's going to help them to not let nobody overstep their boundaries. And it's going to help them to not overstep themselves. They're going to keep themselves in check. Number 2, protecting their property. Teach them. It's I could say, responsibility. Keep up with your items. Keep up with your stuff. If you're going to have lockers at school, if you're going to be in sports, keep up with your shoes, your gym shoes, your tennis rack, your basketball. Keep up with your things. Even if you decide that you probably want to go somewhere, keep up with your stuff. Your stuff should always be with you. You should always be aware of your stuff, and it should never go missing, okay? Number 3, don't take from others. Now, depending on you and what your I don't like the word rules, so I would say your standards, your boundaries as a guardian, as a parent. You don't take from others. You don't take money, you don't take candy, you don't take food, you don't take absolutely nothing from any other human being, adult, nothing. And if they have some type of respect, they will go to the parent or the guardian and say, hey, I have such and such for such and such. Is it okay that they have it? And then you might say yes and you might say no. And pray over it, right? Pray over whatever they're trying to give that child or give you to give that child, right? Because you're not sure something is attached to it. So teach them, train them, do not take things from others, right? Number 4. And if you're not sure about these things, of course, research, of course, pray, of course, seek it out. Pretty sure you have some type of source that you can figure out. Researching, libraries, they might have groups, from righteous people, though, that are going to lead you right, okay? Number 4, teach them to be curious righteously. That means ask questions. Don't be you in class, you with your coach, you somewhere. Ask questions. Do not, have conversations with your children. Ask questions. Be curious. Righteously. That's going to keep you growing. That's going to keep you going, right? How does that happen? I don't care if you say, well, how did the zebra get its stripes? I'm not sure. That's something to research. That's something to study. That's something, because how do they get their stripe? How do the leopard get their stripe? How do the tiger get their stripe? How? Right? Yes, they're made that way, but how? Right? That righteous curiosity, because they can't accept just anything anybody say. Hate to say it, even the teacher, even the coach, even the Sunday school teacher, whoever. You can't just say, well, Auntie Nellie said it, so that's what Nellie said. What? Okay, Auntie Nellie said that, but is it true? Right? So teach them to be curious righteously. Ask questions. Seek out things. Thank you. Puzzle. Put a puzzle together. Sit down and put a puzzle together. That helps your curiosity. Put a puzzle together. And I ain't talking about that big old kindergarten big block one with about 10 pieces. I'm talking about that 100 piece, a 500 piece, a 1,000 piece. Sit there. Put them puzzle pieces together. That's going to let you know. Number 5, teach them the science of grooming. Grooming, of course, yes, grooming, self-image, right? Inside, outside. I'm talking about the grooming where people try to get next to children to abuse them, try to get next to children to get information out of them, try to get next to children, grooming them, being nice to them. It might start out with a play fight and then they try to accidentally touch them inappropriately, right? Teach them the science of grooming. Teach them that their body is their body. Teach them that it is nobody's job to sit up here and touch them inappropriately. And you must speak up ASAP about it. You must, because it's very unfortunate. A lot of that goes on in families. You take your child over here, you go over there, and then people doing stuff to the child, right? And that's not the intent, but it might even be the person who you left them responsible to. It might be their friend, it might be their boyfriend, it might be the other child, the child of the friend, right? So you have to teach them and be careful. And those topics, sometimes it can get like, but you have to. You have to get like, you have to have these conversations because these are real things. And the majority of the time, those type of situations happen with somebody that is close, like a family friend or a friend of the parent or an aunt, an uncle. Those things happen with people that are close to the child. So please teach your children the science of grooming. Number 6, teach and train your children the power of words, meaning what they speak and what we speak brings life. Death and life is power tongue. Nobody is perfect, but when you catch yourself saying something negative, you should automatically destroy it. Oh, I rebuke it. Oh, I take that back. No, I am, and I am not, or I will. I am, right? The power words, teach them the power words and to speak gracious things over themselves and to give their self grace. I'm gonna add that in there. Give their self grace. We make mistakes, and some have come already equipped. Seem like they already equipped, and then some they have to work a little harder. So love on yourself, but push yourself. You have to fight for it. You have to do the work, right? This is not fairy godmother. Never. That doesn't even exist. Never. And if it does, it's very demonic. So teach them the power of words, speaking life and affirmations over themselves, the power of no, right? If they don't want to do something, now let's be clear. We're saying like a friend, we're saying like if something don't add up to y'all standards, y'all boundaries, y'all home, family, values, no, right? There's nothing wrong with no. Stand on that, okay? Number 7, last but not least, love is unconditional, not conditional. Love is unconditional, not conditional. Conditional love is you do this for me, I do this for you, I love you. Unconditional is I love you even if you don't do this for me. I love you even if you made a mistake. I love you enough to tell you the truth, and that this truth might hurt you. And we can kick it, we can have fun, we can do baseball, movie, we can chill, we can do all of that. But I'm not your friend, right? I'm not your friend, but I'm your friend to an extent, right? Sounds contradicting, however, to an extent, to the point I want you to understand that I love you, you can talk to me. But don't think that you can disrespect, you can do what you want, have your way, entitled syndrome. This generation of children have this entitlement syndrome. They feel like they're supposed to get things because you get them. They feel like they're supposed to get them because they want them. And they feel like they're supposed to get them because they want them and they don't have to work for it. Like, do nothing for it, right? No. Stop it now if that's the case. And sometimes it be not intentional. It's just because you've been at work all day, because you're working and you had to work and you're at school and you putting the family together and you keeping the family together and you maintaining these things by yourself or with a little or not much assistance, right? So naturally things will try to fall off. Keyword try, especially if you're not aware, right? So teach them love is unconditional. It's not conditional. So a friend, or when they feel like they might like somebody or somebody that might like them, but then they want to try to talk them to doing things and try to, I'm trying to think of a word, entice them, right? But if you do this, I do this type of thing, no, that's conditions. That's not love. And love is not about things. It's about what you do. Love is if you are helping, if you're involving with a person. Love is if you're helping a person to grow. That's love. Helping a person to grow and to understand the things that they need to understand and to be better, right? Because you want them to be able to take care of themselves, right? So that is love. Love doesn't hide. Love doesn't boast. Love doesn't brag. Love is not proudful. Love is not angry. Love is not madness. Love doesn't belittle. Love does not sexual assault or sexual harass or sexually abuse or verbally abuse or physically abuse or dismantle or degrade. Love is nothing negative. How about that? Let's just put it in that. Anything that's negative, that is not love. Love is all powerful, abounding, righteous, evolving, growth, helpful. Yes, it might hurt because sometimes you might have to say the truth, and the truth does hurt sometimes, but it sets you free. That's a true statement. The truth does hurt sometimes, but it sets you free. That's the difference between emotion and spirit. That's a different story. So teach the children these things. And if you need help with these things, research them, and then y'all do it together. I mean, I believe God would honor that, right? Long as the motion is getting in motion, okay? I love you, Holy Spirit. Bless the families, bless these children back to school, bless all the teachers, all people that are in these children's lives that are righteous. We thank you. Give them strength, give them the resources, give them the love, give them peaceful, righteous year. Bless the parents to know, hey, what to do, how to do, if it's the right school. And we rebuke everything that is trying to, destroy the generation of the children, and trying to make them not feasible, not worthy. The devil is a lie. So we thank you. We love you so much. And God, you deserve it all. Yes, you do. I love y'all. See y'all next time. You deserve it all.